Testing, testing. Testing. Testing, testing. We are live right now. Testing, testing, testing. We are live right now. Testing, testing, testing. We are live right now. Testing. All right. We are live from Destine Fantasy Games. Here in Alameda, California. We are just about ready to get started. Almost. We are just about ready to get started. Jensen is just getting everyone almost together. Jensen is just getting everyone almost together. Jensen is just getting everyone almost. We are back live. We are back live. That was just a play test for fun. We are on our way to round one, getting started. That was just a play test for fun. We are on our way to round one, getting started. That was just a play test. All right, please, we have 30 minutes. Nice. All right. We are on our way to round one, getting started. That was just a play test. That's okay. It's on YouTube. Yeah, it'll be saved there later too. So. It's on my channel, I guess, but we can copy it to your channel too. It's okay. Thanks for bearing with us. We are testing this out for the first time. This is our weekly Monday locals here in Alameda, California at Destine Fantasy Games. This is our weekly Monday locals. On the right we have Tom, and on the left we have Nicole. Sorry.
Yeah, this is gonna be awkward.
Open door first.
I got it, yeah. We're good. Maybe after
I could just, so I just did.
one bar over.
I probably would have kept the food.
What's the name of the screen? What's the name of the screen?
Sarah? Princess.
I figure I'll just follow it.
Yeah. So I can't search for 11.
Want me to put it on the Discord? Okay.
Okay. That's a really beautiful.
Yeah, it does that.
Want me to put it on the Discord? Okay.
Yeah. Might as well just okay. Yeah.
You know this stuff. This little place out
My name is Kevin, and I'll be your host today. And we are getting started. My name is Kevin, and I'll be your host today. And we are getting started. It looks like we have Tom on Earth Water Chaos Archetype deck. Turn one, he's playing Larsa, going to search for Une, and he'll pass with that. Turn one, he's playing
Yeah.
Looks like Nicole is also on Earth, Water, Chaos Arc, and this will be a mirror. Looks like Nicole is also on Earth, Water, Chaos Arc.
Removing Vikings from play, you get to choose one card to That's a beautiful. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. So the card
It's hard to see, but Nicole pitches a Moogle for Yuna to produce all future water summons, cost by 1. And Tom has played pitches a Moogle for Yuna to produce all future water summons. I'd go. Looks like there's a Garnet in hand. Thornton. Oh my god. Nicole is playing Thornton, pitching Shantoto and the Leviathan summon. Now both decks want to get Earth and Water CP on board. Thornton will allow, but in this case, also going for Une. Une is great in the mirrors because it can help bounce back forwards and backups, which puts your opponent back a turn. This was a popular play in last year's Materia Cups, especially in these mirrors.
All these came on this turn, so I can't do anything with them.
I think we've seen the popularity of these deck recently, with last weekend Earth, Water, Chaos Arc taking the local qualifiers here just up north in Sacramento. And it's always been a really strong deck, especially with all these multicolor decks in the meta. And it looks like Tom's going to play his own Thornton, pitching his Une and another Larsa, presumably looking for Earth backup. Fortunately, it doesn't look like he has the Earth CP to pay for it at this time, but he will add that to hand. Is that an old Doga card? I haven't seen that one in a long time. I don't recall what it does off the top of my head.
In response to Alcid, I will Lena.
Looks like Nicole is going to put down Water Monster. I believe that's the one that activates during each attack phase. And with that, that's a pass.
Yeah. I would go back. I will take this.
Sanctuary Keeper, that's I never can remember. That's great in combination with Une,
Draw 2.
allowing for multiple recursion with summons.
I understand this piece is missing. Okay. I've never really seen those.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah.
Pitch, 3. Am I breaking test?
Looks like Tom plays, is that Siren? And looks like the Doga backup as well.
Well, I don't think I was
Siren is an interesting card. It can cancel anything that targets the forwards. And looks like this is the 5-drop of Doga. When you cast a summon, it costs 4 more. Choose one backup. It costs 3 or more opponent controls and break it. That's pretty nasty. At this point, they both have Thordens, which can be broken. Backup removal is pretty good right now, especially with the 4-color Warrior Light decks that run a lot of Tyros or Shantotos or other Sarah FFLs. Tom is at 4 backups with 2 cards in hand and a forward, so the board presence is pretty strong, yeah, along with the colors. He's pretty much all set up. Nicole, she's got a lot of cards in hand, so there are options. Unfortunately, targeting Siren is not one of them. And Une would only bounce a backup at this point. Nicole's gonna pitch 2. To limit break into Cloud. That's a risky move, but Siren is pretty annoying. And the reveal is a Garnet. Unfortunately, it is a forward, so the break goes through, and Siren is broken. Pitching the man in black is a little rough, but the threat is gone. Looks like Nicole's got a full grip and 2 backups. Tom's drawing. Looks like he's got a few summons and another backup. It's probably a good idea to go for it. Yep, that's the radio. It gets him to 5. Gets a summon and a summoner card, different colors. So Arc is the obvious choice now that you're all set up. And could be any summoner. Looks like he'll just grab another Rydia to pay for CP. At this point, Nicole's only got 2 colors on board: Lightning, Cloud, Limit Break, and a bunch of water backups and monster. So if Tom has the Chaos in hand, it would be a reduced cost of 4 from 11 to 7. but it's probably not worth just a single forward on board. Most people would go for a Leo here just to get some more drawn. Pass is fine too. It's good to always keep your options open, especially now that you're at 5 backups. You can't play backup Shantoto, so having the threat of a forward limit break Shantoto is always great. Nicole is going to Astrologian to look at the top 3 cards of the deck. Add 1. It looks like I can't see it's a mana black and a unicorn. Put mana black to the bottom and a unicorn on top. Add the other one. Looks like it's hard to tell. I believe it is a water forward. Perhaps the Fiend, which would be pretty good. You want things that can't be targeted or that can cancel. Fortunately, Nicole's gotta play something. Oh, there it is, the Fiend that was just topped by the Astrologian. Fiend has a few abilities, most notably at damage 3 and damage 5. But each time a summon is cast the first time, it's cancelled. And at damage 3, when the Fiend is chosen for the first time, that ability is cancelled. And at damage 5, it gains +1k in Brave. And if it's dealt damage less than its power, it becomes 0. Looks like Tom's got his own Fiend, and he's got a lot of cards in hand. A few different options, but the first one will be cancelled if there's a summon. An AoE would be a great way to just wipe this board, but I'm not sure if he has anything.
Even if you play her again, it doesn't have any Okay. I will swing my party attack with
Looks like we'll play Chaos. Nicole's asking about playing Kukulane in order to stop the ability, which it will not. Kukulane's ability goes on the stack on entry, barring an Amaterasu of some sort or an Aquatarasu. So now Nicole will have to give up forward.
Now you play something. One, right?
And now Tom will play Kukulane, which gets cancelled, and then attempt to shoot down the cloud with Arc. And that triggers a break and discard 2.
Anything else? Oh, okay. One magic hearing. You need this.
Nicole looks like got a Chaos of her own. Counting up the colors, it looks like there's 3. That would reduce the cost by 6, making it 5.
So you can grab anything else.
Nicole will play her own counts for 5. And we have the exact same play, making the Kuchulain to cancel by the Fiend. And it looks like the Arcus. It looks like they realized the misplay that with this card 2. Looks like Nicole will just concede at this point. It's possible they could rewind it, but a lot has happened since.
I remember to brace it forward. I forgot that it was coming.
Alright, we will be back later. Thanks. Folks are just finishing up their games. Right now they're just playing a friendly. A lot of folks are new here and trying to pick up these decks for the first time. I think we're only waiting for a couple games to finish. Today we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 players tonight. We usually have pretty good turnouts Monday. Anywhere between 8 to 14 players on any given week.
I realized, oh, I never discarded. Oh. It was bad. Like I said.
So we're still running it officially.
No. You're welcome to just take the one. Okay. Just let me know whenever. Alright, let's go get a draw for turn. I feel like competitive in a casual environment is fun. You're still playing to win, but you're not sitting
Just browsing around. We've got a good mix of decks. A lot of meta decks in general, with a little bit of local flair and flavor. These are the only 2 Earth, Water, Chaos Architects I saw. But we'll be sure to change it up for round 2. We are back in round 2. And we have a fun classic matchup, both a little bit non-meta. We have Alex on the right on a mono fire, or actually fire and lightning, it looks like. And it looks like we have Josh on the left on mono water. This should be a fun one, so let's get going. Josh takes play, throws down Loporo, doing some filtering, draw 2, bottom 1. Right now he wants to turn it to 5 backups. Not sure which card he puts at the bottom. And Alex will start. Oh. He's got Shinryu, some 8 cards. And he throws on the backup Raijin.
I will go second.
He needs to read that, as do I. Looks like that one gives Cypher haste. And it can use him special to deal 8,000 damage. Only if you control Fujin and Cypher. Josh takes play, plays Astrologian, looks at the top 3. It's hard to tell from this angle which he has. This one's at the bottom. This one's at the top. This one looks like it's a backup, possibly. Josh will pitch the Trost to play backup. It looks like it's a crystal backup. We're probably likely going with the crystal package with Glaciella. Very popular choice. Alex is gonna pitch 1. Looks like pour. I can't tell exactly. Probably not. Plays the backup to look at top 3 and add a lightning. The Reeve is great for filtering and lightning. Looks like there's an Irvine that he will be keeping. Great for early pressure if he decides to play that. Looks like he's got both, so he could do a special. Debating whether he wants to play it now, but both cards are pretty good. He's got 5 in hand, and he can't play the fire backup. The Shinryu is not great value, so it looks like he'll just pass. Josh is going to be proactive and play the Titus and pass. That puts Alex on the clock. And he plays the Irvine now, pitching an extra Raijin. So now he's going to go and start reducing the break zones. Water, when it gets to 12, Lena Leviathan is always a threat. So he'll remove the troops and back up. Removes the rest of the break zone and takes the damage of Blue Worm. This version with the monsters and the crystals typically plays less EX burst summons. Alex has a full grip, a lot of good 8 strong cards. And pressure board state is fairly equal at this point. Josh would like to get to 5 backups. He plays the Sarah to go searching for either a Lena or a Princess Sarah. Most likely the Princess Sarah to get to the 5 backups. It's hard to see what that card is exactly with the glare. It looks like it's the Princess Sarah. And he'll tap the last backup to play it. That Princess Sarah will boost all water cards or forwards by 1,000. And more importantly, it gets Josh to 5. Poking with Titus. There's an EX Burst Zac. Oh my goodness, what is this? Haven't seen that card in ages. It will deal it 7,000 and finish it off. That was perfect timing. Alex is sitting good right now, but he's behind in backups. Looks like he's gonna try and catch up, playing one. Going in with the Irvine to remove the rest of the break zone. And no EX. It's a Lena, which would not be relevant right now with no break zone. Josh is on the play. Taking a few damage, but Lightning and Fire is notorious for haste. Oh, Josh throws on another Titus. Oh boy. It is a good card that was played a lot last set, but a lot more folks have opted for the Limit Break Titus. At this point, it's not active yet without a couple more forwards. Alex is deciding to just keep poking away with the Irvine, trying to steal some points of damage and get him into relatively close to lethal range. Josh just checking backups, see if there's any threats. I'm not sure what that backup is. Is that one of those vermilion birds? Don't recall. Looks like it's a 2-drop vermilion bird that chooses forward. If it's put from the break zone, remove from the game instead. Put 3 backups into the break zone, choose 2 forwards, and deal them 10,000. And Alex will play another backup. Okay, so my mistake. What happened was the Titus was blocking and was trying to pump it with the Princess Sarah, and what Alex did was buff his Irvine with the Belias. So that's how the Titus was broken. Okay, Realm. That's the one that bounces a forward or monster back to hand to add a crystal. But you can also tap it to bring out a monster. Fortunately, it has summoning sickness, but just having a body is pretty good. Looks like he's going to play the Glaciella to get another second crystal. He's going to attempt to shoot down the Irvine. And that's going to do 5, 6, 7, 14. Irvine did its job, hitting for a few points of damage and also killing a Titus.
The only thing I really care about are short time and yeah, go ahead. Wow, that's a game changer right there.
It looks like that's a Garuda attempting to shoot down the board for 8k. It's one of the great semi-board wipes, and that lightning got this set. The double crystal ability usually hasn't come up.
Honestly, amazing that those are colors that you yourself are farming for them.
So yeah, cleared the board of all the three drops. It's almost like having another Exodus in a forward form. And it looks like Josh will shoot it down on the way out.
Pretty sure that's a map.
Alex is going to bring out another Irvine. That guy is pretty good because he can remove the broken cards, reducing the break zone and giving it haste. And he hits a Shinryu. That's the old Shinryu.
I would like to know my definition for more. You're telling me I can't play these items that are in your deck that means other because I use one card to use items that were only really good? How could this be? Who could have foreseen this turn of events? I have to guess. There's nothing else I can do. Not unless I remove my own breakstone from the game.
Josh is thinking what he can do, and Ash would be great at this point. I'm not sure if he's seen one yet. Looks like he's just gonna break a Lobo to go digging for one. Looks like he's got a Shinryu or Tomos. Not terrible cards. It's annoying to deal with all the haste in this deck, unless you have reactive cards like Porum. This can be tough to stop. Josh will play the free backup. Doesn't look like he has the Ash. Fortunately, he's going to have to play something or take a couple more points of damage next turn, potentially. He's going to play a Tomos, full price, to kill the Irvine. And then lets that happen. Passing turn. Ooh. Alex has the Alma in hand and is up ahead. He's got a full grip and a options. But he's going to go to Shinryu and search, perhaps for another backup. He is up ahead, but he can also get another haster to press. And it looks like he goes for the third Irvine, just for that extra pressure. At this point, it's good to play around the Shinryu with just 2 forwards and apply enough pressure that Josh can't just throw down his own reduced cost Shinryu. And there it is, the Irvine. Irvine was keeping down the water count in the break zone, so Lana by then will be a comeback mechanic. Not in this game. Oh, well, does he have it next? No, it's Lightning. Lightning is a great control card and would be useful right at this point. Looks like he just drew the Ash. That would definitely buy him some time. The question is, does he have a follow-up? Or right now he is sitting in lethal range out with another potential haster. The Ash will definitely protect him. And the Irvine is definitely an issue that needs to be dealt with. Irvine's Shinryu special is probably nothing to worry about at this point. Looks like he'll play the Lightning. That's pretty good. Remove the Shinryu from game. Had it in hand. He'll play the Ash to finish off the Irvine and protect his board. Alex has the Om in hand but cannot pay for it. Has Josh stabilized? It's quite possible depending on what happens this turn. Looks like Alex is playing the Raijin to get back to Irvine. Perhaps he wants to continue applying pressure. At that point, you don't want that water to stabilize. Unfortunately, it's only a summon, so it does not gain the haste, but it does keep the break zone. Cypher has haste due to Raijin. And he's going to shoot one down. If he has 10. And he does have the 10. Attempting to shoot down the Lightning. Or no, the Ash. The Ash is a problem because it can block. Right now, Cypher is at 7k and can trade, or at least will die with the Princess Sarah. Yep. And it is broken. But Josh was able to at least survive that turn. Alex is on the Fire Lightning, and Josh is on the Water, for those of you who are just joining us.
I'm going to tap May to get Arc, and then Arc's will, and then I just start.
There's another Ash. Shooting down the Irvine. That's all the Irvines, I believe. That's been played. Looks like he's going to go into the Leo now to draw one. Alex could be in trouble if Josh has stabilized. Once water stabilizes against fire and lightning, there's not a lot of comeback mechanics. A Chivalry would be great at this juncture, but he had already played it to go searching for the Irvine. So it looks like he's going to go with the Cypher play again and try and keep applying the pressure. This is an aggro deck with a lot of good synergy of a mix of haste and removal. Giving Cypher haste with the Raijin backup is pretty neat. He's only taking 2 damage at this point. Oh, and Josh has the Kucha Lane, which should still gain haste, but he gets the Adea back. Looks like Alex is going to play the Adea to go search for an 8 character. Looks like he gets another Cypher. Adea can also mill 2 to shoot a 4 down for 8. Just got some clarification. The Kucha Lane will indeed stop the Cypher from attacking It looks like it requires another instance of haste. So Adea will take out the lightning, and Josh will go in with the Sahagan Chief. Sahagan Chief is great for bouncing the Ash in order to kill one of the others. And it looks like that's indeed what will happen. Bouncing the Ash, tapping one to replay it. And he's going to target the Cypher.
Would you say expert? Just start to. If I keep forgetting, I have to remind myself that everything that card does. This is in fact why I am playing the deck. By all means, do things.
Josh plays the blue worm.
The hands are weird. I also don't know what I'm doing, so I am going to apologize again for slow playing because I am like, this is a deck. But this is not my third sleeve. Play chaos.
And there's the Porum to keep the board presence. Alex only has 2 cards in hand. It's in a sticky position. Especially that it can blank Adea, but Adea can use her ability on the stack. Unfortunately, the Ash is pretty large.
I will pitch Leviathan to do that. And also, when I play Leviathan, it says remove 10 water cards and I break some from the game. Does that include cards that get tossed to the next side? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know. Stop the honorability.
Oh, yeah.
You're not nice.
Oh, yeah.
Now I just have 2 chaos.
Ooh, Alex plays the backup Tifa.
No, I
lost. Lost who? How big is your break zone? Yes. And I'm gonna take my art. How many cards in hand? Art. Here we go. Combat.
Looks like another full art Ash is coming out. It is a nice card. And there goes the Adea.
This deck is fun to play, but you're also 7-6.
I've been going 7-6 this whole night.
This gives me a better night after.
Leo goes in for attack. It's great at poking, and Josh looks like he is stabilized. Although at damage 5, it's always a risk of a couple hasting cards.
You're playing with Myra on that. Nope. My head's
Well,
up.
unless it's like a so what people play
Can't pitch it for sleep. Yeah, basically.
Draw 2. Guess who? It's Ark.
He's back.
Cypher is back.
And we're going. Do you have any cards in hand?
Earth Water's just so much fun to play.
Do you mind if I do that a different way? Go ahead. I thought you were. I'm going to just play.
And he plays the Irvine. That looks like he just got back.
I just wanted to get
Right now, at least. Because I remember when I first started.
Irvine's attempting to keep the break zone.
mono earth.
low on water cards.
The meta has changed.
But it's like, Earth is like,
Looks like he's attempting to keep the pressure on. Is probably the best bet. And on the swing of Cypher, he's gonna pop the Ash. Ooh, he is in lethal range.
More like Earth has like single
Oh, with only one blocker.
We had
He's
Genova,
gonna make him forward, and he's going to attempt to trade.
You got Genova, you got Hecatone, you got, or not Hecatone, Hecachair.
Cypher's going to hit a couple
Now you got
more.
Limit Totems.
I'm just gonna do the same.
The Ash, most definitely. And got
Some bitches, I'm back.
oh, the Tifa can animate herself for game, barring a summon. Looks like he's got a Leviathan bounce summon if he can pay for it.
You can't trust anyone if he doesn't.
Josh asking about whether it requires haste, but since Tifa's been on the field for a few turns, oh, he has enough to pay for it, bouncing it back to his hand. But Alex has spended his hand and all his resources. He just has a Porum and a Lightning.
Returning back, I'm gonna arc the other. Probably.
Full hand. Oh, this is everything.
And I
It's
go
all dark.
forward. Darted really
Oh, there's no recursion where you really don't need to work.
and then arc, and then swing with Niwa.
I quite literally had the worst start. I had no Cypher,
And
no.
was able to survive. Damage 6 does not feel great, especially when there's so much haste. Irvine can run over a lot of things.
I don't, but I consider
That 9k
this is
pays per strike.
my version of
Josh needs to stabilize once again. Down the blue one.
I'm saying, like, that's really smart. I'm like, way.
I quite literally started with the
Have to play carefully now at 6 damage.
There's a lot of summers that put chaos or arc in there.
Whoa. Ooh. Swings at the Leo and hits a Terra EX. There is a lot of EX in this deck, so it's not surprising. Luckily, it's not one that shoots something down. However, Fox does have a number of board. Oh, Ixion would definitely be good for taking care of the blue worm. Josh needs to have a way to protect himself from lethal. With the Leo tapped out and the blue worm susceptible, throws down the Glaciella to get a crystal. And he's going to shoot down the Irvine and pass. Alex is also within lethal range. Can't play that Shinryu because there's only 2 forwards. He does have 2, so he could do the special, but is it economical at this point? Josh does have a card in hand, at least. It's a tough decision. Not sure what that fire card is. It a Masugi? that shoots for 5 or 8, depending on number of type 0 characters. It looks like he's playing a type 0 backup package with IC, Tron, and Vermilion Bird. He's debating whether he wants to possibly play it to shoot something down.
Oh, actually, yeah, no, that wouldn't work.
It looks like he's going to go for the Shinryu special. Maybe a safe play, but it will cost him most of his hand.
Here, let me get the splitter out of you.
And he does go for the Shinryu. Oh, he has 3 cards left in deck. Oh dear. Gooch Haspel's not going to help him. He's going to do special hand, beat the card. Otherwise, it's not looking great. He goes for the Gooch Haspel backup, which is not helpful at this point. Presumably, nor to do the Shinryu special and hope he can get home next turn if he does the special this turn. It's definitely not a great position to be in. He's also at risk of deck out, so he has to be aggressive here. Yes, once water stabilizes, it's definitely a force. He does have limited options. Getting the extra body would be helpful at this point if he knows he only has 1 turn left. Being able to attack with the Shinryu special is good, but if he's unable to get home next turn, it's a risk.
In this economy,
I bet some of them are also like this one. It's like, oh, it is large.
I would probably, in this position, go for the limit break to shoot something down, the Leo presumably, and try to go for a game next turn, assuming Josh can't draw an answer. You also want to keep him out of Titus range, which he is in right now, and would have enough to pay for, assuming he has the forwards on board. You just need 2. Oh, he's going to instead break his backups in order to attempt to do a board clear. Oh, looks like he got the game. Wait, he still has a turn. Still has 1 turn left. Unfortunately, Josh has to survive. He needs a forward to block, and any potential haste. Looks like he's gonna pay 5 for his own Shinryu. That might be the game right there. Especially he has an Ash. Oh, Atomos, that works too. That will remove his forward. He pitches his hand for the Tomos. Barring haste, forward, and removal. That should beat the game right there. He does have the Belias, but can he get by the Shimryu? He could get one haste. The problem is that bot need to defend. He's going to play his own Belias. And that's the game.
I realized I should have, so what I should have done was
Tough position.
when you had to play Shayla,
That was a tough position, but yes, it was possible to get out of it. Alright, we're on to round 3. Thanks for watching. Close one.
magic tricks, right? I know you're a magician, but
Oh, wait, right.
doing hard to pick up. And now your deck is going. Was this your deck?
Uh-oh. We're back, but hold on.
It's frozen. Technical difficulties.
Hang on real quick. I think there's a technical difficulty.
Pirates and Vikings. Wait, I'm gonna for that. Ramses effect to break Alcid and deal damage.
So, how's your night so far?
Die.
Really got a tough day today, Julian.
How dare you?
The higher your position, the more responsibility.
No, I guess I'm only doing 7.
Extra side of that.
Alright.
Tough spot.
This and this.
Looks like we're having some technical difficulties with the video. Bear with us for a minute if we can.
Can't roll with it. Alright, everyone gets plus 1k and free. Spend rounds of time. Playing with Gorilla.
Come on, camera. No.
Pass on that.
Uh-oh. What happened?
Yes, right? Oh.
Oh, what is going on? Come on. Did I just... Yes, we are back on. Okay. Feel free to get started. Sorry. Thank you. All right, we are back. Sorry for technical difficulties. We are in our final round. Julian on the right with 4-color Raphael wall, and on the left we have Zach on wall 7. Classic meta matchup. Should be fun. Zach takes play first, plays a Seraphim, pitches 3, goes for the classic opening, searching out 2 walls.
So fitting.
Julian's on the clock now. He knows he's gonna have at least one turn to get out some backups before the wall 7 comes out. I'm not sure if he has a way to stop it. But he'll play it as a Dawn. Ooh, going proactive in order to try and get it out of his hand. If he has the Ama, that might be the game. There.
Oh, it's over there. Sorry, you weren't in it. Do you have a tape, by the way? Like scotch tape?
No stuff.
Or a back or packing tape? Cool, can I borrow it? Yeah, thanks. What? That's fine, this is perfect. Thank you.
Hitting the wall
I'm trying to fix something.
and the draw.
In the box.
The Dawn for his attack. Oh. And he gets the Aria EX searching for another. And there's wall 7 coming back in. Zach is on the play. Unfortunately, he has another wall 7 thanks to that great EX bonus burst. Here comes the wall 7. And he hits, looks like the Remedy and a Diana. Diana gets the draw. Remedy is the tax for any forwards that come in without coming from the hand. Julian is definitely on the back end right now. He plays the Cypher from hand in order to apply the pressure. Pretty smart. Zach's been known for playing aggro type decks in the past. He's going for, interesting, the Raijin. If he has a way to play it right now, that would be ideal. But not sure if that's his only card. Surprised he didn't go for the Irvine instead, since he wasn't able to play it this turn to give the Cypher haste. Diana's gonna stop the Zidane. Julian is in a pickle, barring a board wipe, which I'm not sure if he plays too many. Most of these decks, they try not to play the Shantoto backup in case they run into a Chaos Arc matchup. But he does have it, and that will definitely work, saving him from a lot of damage next turn, but costing him his whole hand. Zach's got to rebuild his board, but he's lost 2 wall 7s at this point. plays a Raijin, and it looks like he hits the Fujin. Oh, and Julian hits the EX Levy. Oh, that's a good one. You can bounce one and get us one. So he'll bounce the Fujin and out the wall to hand. Pitches it for the Lunef backup. Is Julian able to stabilize at this point? There's not too much pressure and he's only taking 1 point of damage. The deck does run a lot of EX, so it is fortunate. But he has no blockers and probably not for the next couple turns either. Barring potential limit break.
I won.
Plays the Cypher, mailing 2, and it should have enough for the haste. It looks like, well, he adds back, was it the Fujin, or what is it? I couldn't see. And they both go in for attack since they both have the haste. Oh, he hits an EX first. The Arc looks at the top 4, or to 5, and adds a Earth, Water, or Fire card to hand. Looks like he's got 3 targets. Like right now he's under heavy pressure with the hasters and the Cypher especially. The Mist Dragon, that will be definitely good in this matchup. Taking away both the haste, the buff, and the Cypher kill ability. But that still doesn't take away from the bodies on the board. And Julian could be in trouble in 2 turns. Unfortunately, this deck does require a bit of setup. And pitching the whole hand for Shantoto is a bit rough. You gotta do what you gotta do. Stay alive. Still missing 2 backups before this deck can really get online. Looks like Zach's got 3 cards in hand. Julian is in Bear's range, but looks like he'll opt for the Refia first. Don't know if he can get to 4 at this point. He's got 2, the Refia and the Luneth. But it looks like he's gonna play the Ferris in order to get the double ping and shoot down the Cypher. The Cypher should be buffed. So it should only take 7k unless he can get rid of the break zone. So yes, he chooses the Raijin instead since it's at 7. Now without the Raijin, Cypher's back down to 7. He's going in for the search. If he can get to 4 Warrior Lights, he can pull off the Refia special. Looks like he's going for the Seraph Vel. Can he pay for it? He's got a few cards in hand. Not sure how many. Thought it was just 2. Looks like he goes for the 4-color Warrior Light instead. Perhaps it's in order to pitch it to color fix and pay for another card, backup possibly. or at the very least, it's an Earth in order to pay for the Mist Dragon. And once the break zone is removed, Cypher is not really a threat. And he will pass with that. Zach is on the play. He's expecting the Mist Dragon, but not sure if he has enough, can apply enough pressure at this point. With 2 wall 7s gone, he'll have to search for another one. Otherwise, he'll just be playing everything for full value from hand. Looks like he's got the nice backup. It's not in 0 miss range yet, so it's not great, but it is a good card in this matchup, being able to dull all the Warrior Lights. However, Julian is only 1 Warrior Light away from getting the Refia ability. So in an ideal world, you want to get rid of the Refia ASAP. There's not too many ways to get back the Refia at this point in the game without Lena and paying for a Kusith or a 6 CP Levy EX is pretty expensive, considering you're not even at the full color backups.
Ah, there we go. Kukulane the Impure. Guess who's got no abilities? Spider-Gate? The Dawn.
Hey, hey.
Gosh, look at that stream. Look how pro you are.
It's unfortunately it's a little bit glary. I'm like,
A little bit glary?
because the light is so well lit here that there's a bit of a glare on the card. So I'm like, well, think about how to. Looks like he's bringing out the Cloud and the Cypher. The Cloud does get rid of the Refia, and Julian counters with Mist Dragon, the break zone. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I have like double chaos arc into like. Yeah.
We have some volunteers here trying to help with the glare issue.
Are you going to be playing in the tournament?
I don't know yet. We'll see. Either way is okay. I'm okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I mean, the people definitely appreciate you for putting it together. So, like, don't make yourself the opportunity. Look if you want to.
It's alright. I got to play last weekend. It was a lot of fun. So, and I definitely want to.
You know, the weekend.
Yeah, I know. There's going to be other opportunities.
I guess that's right. Yeah. What
Like-
MCs are you going to?
Um,
Are you going to Portland this year?
maybe Portland, but definitely last chance qualifier. So.
Everybody's
Yeah, that's going to be fun for sure.
I don't know how that's going to work, but that should be a lot of fun.
Yes, yes.
What about, you're going to San Diego, right?
I'm not sure on that one.
It's like on home
Looks like Julian is playing the Cryo to get back that Ferris.
yes.
That's a very spicy play.
Do you have a microphone on you?
My bad, okay. It works.
Yeah, okay, good. As long
So-
it's able to pick up your microphone?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, it is.
it
Great.
can definitely pick both up.
Fantastic. Alright, I'm going to jump it on stream. Chatting away.
I don't know, yeah, so I'm like, I
Are you not
can't.
able to see the chat?
I think it's on a different. Oops.
Is this on Twitch or YouTube?
YouTube. So yeah, I gotta. It says there's 25 views and 3 concurrent viewers. I'm not sure what.
Yeah, so we interviewed 3 people are currently watching the stream. So now I'm adding them.
Oh, okay. There's also a little bit of a lag too, you'll notice.
Yeah, just a bit, but that's normal.
Yes. This being the final matchup, others have finished their matches and are gathering around. Julian's at 4 damage, but he's got 3 backups. Just missing 1 color. But Zach's got the Sid Randall, which can be problematic, especially for Ferris. The Sid Randall is great for stopping limit breaks as well. Most of the summons in this deck are for canceling. I'm not sure how many removal, other than maybe the Levy 6 CP. But taking 4 damage is a tough spot. Definitely need to be careful here with 2 attackers. 1 more with haste would put him in lethal range. He's going to pitch the Ferris. Let's go for the Sarah FFL. With only 1 card in hand, he's going to have to hope he can survive. The Refia does play here. I believe he does have the 4. Yes, he would. If he can get it on board, that would help stabilize. Zach's got a couple cards in hand. He's holding a 0-ness, which could be a game finisher, unless Julian is able to deal with this board. He's going for the Ferris and the Refia. Unfortunately, with the Luneth, he can't play it unless he has another card in hand to pitch to play for. Pitch the Refia for a Refia. That works. So that will give him the 4 on combat. Stand. Refia is a bigger body than Sid Randall. However, it will be unable to stop both Sid Randall and Cloud. Zach takes the play. If he's able to deal with the Refia, he could be in a prime position. Ooh, he has the Irvine in hand. Can he pay for it and go push? That would definitely put Julian on the back heel. What is that called? Oh, this Victura?
Yeah, that's Victoria.
Victura. That will.
Yeah, it's Victoria.
Okay. So he is playing the Victora limit break, attempting to shoot down the Refia. That would take care of it for sure. And also give him the buff.
He has to get rid of this Randall, otherwise the Ferris is completely useless.
It is. It looks like the referee will bottom deck the Sid Randell.
He would have to hope that there isn't a card in it that has haste in Zach's hand for them to take the game.
It is. Precarious position. Luckily, the Victoria cannot attack, but the Cloud most definitely can. Zach is pitching his hand to play the Irvine. Ooh, that is good. He can take out some Refias, or looks like a Zidane or something. But it's definitely got haste. Oh, he hits that Tyro.
If not, the double arc.
That is wild. No. Looks like he's going for the Une. That can bounce it back up and a limit break. But it doesn't stop Irvine. At damage 5, this is a pretty tough spot to be in. Zach's definitely got the pressure on the board presence. Julian does have the 4-color backups. It's just, can he stabilize in time with 3 forwards on board and a couple cards in hand? The EX definitely helps. Will he hit another? He's probably going to take out some Refias, I would imagine. Or 4-color wall. Those are probably the biggest threats. Refia and a Dragon. That makes sense to some degree. Oh, he hits another EX burst. Coupe Gelée, which will help by drawing another card. The blank itself at this point doesn't matter, but if there's any chance of coming back in this game at damage 6, this is it. Drawing 2 cards off that is great. It's like having another extra hand or turn. But that's what this deck does. It's got a lot of EX. Zach's got no cards left in hand. He's pushed all his chips in to the pot right there. Into the middle of the field, I should say. Julian's got a full grip now, but he's got to be careful. Ideally, a board wipe would be perfect here. Not sure if he has. If he's got another 4-color Warrior Light, that would be great. You know he has the Une. That would get rid of it. If he's going to play the Une, he needs to remove the summons. Okay. He's going to Kusip his Arc. That's the 5-drop Arc that gets a Warrior Light of 3 costs from the break zone, adds plays to the field, also activates backups. He's going to pay 5 for it, pitching 2 from hand. Tapping a backup, just deciding which color he wants to use. Keeping a Shantoto and your options open is great, especially once you get the Refia on. If there is a Refia. Zach's probably wishing he had hit the Refias instead. On combat, he will activate everybody. He still has the Une play. But you probably can't attack. No one has haste for starters, but you definitely want to keep the Refia play alive. But you also need some blockers with 3 attackers and 6 damage. That is rough. Looks like Julian's got a Ferris and an Une.
Oh, Charlotte again? Oh, I'm Beatrix! Oh, wow. That's crazy. I'm sorry. That was okay. Now you know. Be more aggressive. You know how to deal with this. Okay.
In comes the Ferris. He's got 3 warrior lights, so he can shoot for an additional 9k on top of the 1. He also gets the search effect. So Irvine is dead. Looks like Julian may have just stabilized. To bottom deck, one of, well, are put back to the limit break. And on combat, everyone is activated but Shantoto. And he will draw 1. Zach may be in trouble now on the crackback. Those EX bursts really do help against all this heavy aggro meta. Yeah, it's tough for Zach to do much, especially when the cloud has already been played. That Refia is going to be a problem the rest of the game. You can't really don't freeze it. You have to remove it. He's played a couple limit breaks already, so I don't think he can even replay a Surgeon, Victor, or a Cloud. Zach goes in for attack, and he will use Julian will counter the Refia ability. So he's got 2 cards in hand. And he will play the Zero Miss, attempting to dual freeze 1. Won't matter too much with the Refia on board, but he's got no cards in hand. Looks like Julian might be able to pull out of this. He's got the 4 backup, he's got the full hand and board presence. Zach's got no cards in hand and only 1 or 2 limit breaks left. And just 3 cards on board. The damage 6 is always scary, especially when a Gilgamesh could swing things, barring another Mist Dragon. But so long as Refia is able to keep standing, Gilgamesh won't be able to do a whole lot. Cloud's coming in to take out the Zero Miss and prevent everyone from doling at the end of turn.
Damn. So close. Really? So close.
Draws for the Refia. Moving to combat. Will hit. Probably don't want to overcommit at this point in the event of Gilgamesh, but still. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 Warrior Light backups that he can keep standing. Looks like he's not going to overcommit this turn. Keep the blockers available.
My birthday's I'm like thinking
Julian's in prime position to Kusif back a warrior, 4-color warrior light. might be the game right here with the haste.
Somewhere I got like crystal X one. There's like an older one.
He's gonna give Brave. Draw 1. And he's got 5 attackers on board now. That's could be the game right here. We'll see what damage is hit. Julian swings at the Refia. Does not have Brave. Swings at the Cloud. No EX. Damage 4. Swings at the Ferris. Damage 5. Arya can get the Search for the Warrior Lights, but it may not matter if he can't survive. Also paying for the ultimate shield, in addition to playing it, is pretty rough. The Refia is coming in, and for the game finisher, looks like that's it. Good games, everyone. All right, we have our winner tonight. It's Julian, able to make the comeback. And that's it, folks. Thanks for joining us tonight here at Destine Fantasy Games in Alameda, and we'll see you all again next week.
Sell this to you.